Now let's talk about using the finance charges function. Let's click on Receivables and select finance charges. There's only one finance charge function in RB9, and you will utilize this function to do three things basically. One, it's a lookup function, so you can look at all finance charge history. You can search by date range, bill to firm or specific invoice number, or pinpoint, some or specific business units. But you can look up finance charge history tied to invoices in regards to finance charges that are generated and finance charges that have been cleared as well. So you get that full history now. You'll also be able to clear finance charges from invoices using this function, and you'll also be able to generate the finance charges every month before you run the statements. So let's look at searching using the finance charge function. Let's go back a little bit here, a couple months. I'll go back to October 1st. And if I click search here, a bunch of invoices come up and we have tons of data here. And if I look, all these finance charge dates were 10/4. So that tells me on 10/4 I generated finance charges. And you can see in that column, it's all the same. The finance charge amount is all positive amounts, so that gives me another clue that that's what I did. I actually generated finance charges on those particular days. Notice here that they all have checkboxes too. If it's something that you did generate, then you could also clear it. So for example, if I wanted to clear one of these, as long as it has the balance here like this one, I can check it and select clear, and I can clear all or only checked, probably only going to do only checked, and it will give you operation successful. So that one was 5748. So let's research this data, this same date range. We have that same invoice here. It says on 10/4 we did generate it for a $1.22 finance charge. Now let's go to the last page and scroll all the way down. And that same invoice is right here. Notice there's no checkbox. And if we look at this, I generated it today, which is my date, and it has a negative $1.22. So that's the finance charge being cleared. And notice it does not have a checkbox next to it because I can't do anything with that one. I can't clear it again. I can't regenerate it or anything like that. So if it doesn't have a checkbox next to the invoice, you can't do anything to it because some transaction was already done to it within that period of days. Or if you look at this one, for example, the balance is already 0, so we can't do anything with that one. So that's what it does when looking up. Positive amounts will be when you generate them. Negative amounts will show when you actually cleared them. Now, if I wanted to generate finance charges, notice at the top right, there is a generate button. Let's go ahead and click that. Here you'll notice that the generate finance charges function is blank because you have to pull up their criteria. So in this example, I can click search. And what RB will do is it will show us all of the invoices that meet the criteria of being able to have a finance charge added to the invoice. So basically it does not have a last finance charge date within 30 days. So you can see all of these are old. So if I really wanted to, I could click on generate and select all invoices, and the system will go ahead and generate them all for every single invoice. But in this example, I'll show you a handful that are done. So I can check off all those, click on generate, and only checked invoices. And there you go, operation was successful, and those invoices will automatically disappear. So if you do them all, and there's a bunch of them, it will automatically do it, and once it finishes, this function will be blank. And that's it.